welcome back to my channel. Actually, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So I just wanted to share with you guys some tips and tricks I learned from my first trip to Disney. I haven't been to Disney since I was very young, and so these are the things that I learned after doing my research on mom blogs and from also friends who have been to Disney quite a few times, and little things to bring with me, little things that I wish I didn't really worry about as much. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you learn just a little bit, even if it helps to decrease your anxiety about the whole trip. It does take a little bit of planning and a little bit of money, just about as much as what you would put into a wedding. Just saying. But I'd rather go to Disney than get married anyway. Am I right? First thing I'm going to recommend for you guys to bring is a stroller fan. This one I got off Amazon. I'll have it linked below. It does charge with a USB port. It doesn't come with a plug for it, so you have to remember to charge it. It says it has about 6 hours of running time. I think that's on the lowest setting because we always had it on the highest one because it was like record high temps. We went for Halloween. It was definitely not as cool as we were expecting it to be. It got in the 90s. It was quite humid, so the stroller fan did really help, because it was kind of really sticky and the smells, and yeah, but we had fun. So stroller fan, must have, comes in a bunch of colors. I'll have it linked down below. So the second thing that I would kind of recommend bringing, excuse me while I adjust my high-waisted leggings. The second thing I would recommend bringing is a bottle rack, or at least soap, bottle soap or dish soap, like a travel size one, and some cleaner. Here comes my cat with this toy. This is the Boone one. So Boone is the people who make the grass. Everybody has that grass for their first bottle rack, I think. Okay, so the one thing I like about the Boone, this is their travel rack. So it looks like this on the inside. It comes with the brushes, even things you can clean out straws with, which is really nice in Disney. You get a reusable mug if you're on the deluxe dining plan, and you can wash them out with that at the end of each day. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do anything but rinse them if you don't bring any soap with you or any brush. And for me, as a germaphobe, yeah, I like to clean things, especially since those cups, you can take them anywhere in the park with you. Little hint is refill them with just ice, so that way it melts all day, like more ice than water, so that by the time you get to your first park, it's cooler. And it's really cold water. And another thing you can do, since those cups have sensors, if you want to refill a water bottle, just fill the water bottle up with ice and let it melt, because you won't be able to fill any other container up at those refillable stations that they have. Yeah, so bring something to wash the bottles out with, because you're going to want to wash stuff while you're there. You're not going to want to be drinking from the same cup that you haven't washed in like a week. Just saying. So the next thing I'm going to recommend is getting your kid a cute, oh look, you can see my ring light. Getting your kid a cute little carry-on. It doesn't have to be cute. We decided to go for the Elsa theme because that's totally what we were doing this time around. And just pack whatever special things you need in, like your mini ears, your autograph book, things that if your luggage gets lost, you know, you're not going to be scrambling to replace them when you're there, or you can't replace them. Another thing to pack is a change of clothes, because we were coming from really cold weather to going to really hot weather. And when we got there, our room was not ready. So instead of trifling through our huge suitcases, we just had our carry-ons, and we had extra clothes in there, and we could change. You can also pack in your carry-on, moms, you can pack all of the wipes you want, because those can really weigh down your luggage. And it doesn't matter what kind of wipes they are. You can bring any wipes as long as they're not filled with like explosives or chloroform. I think those would be the exceptions. But human wipes that you would use on your body are okay. So yeah, pack all the heavy stuff in your carry-on. There's no maximum weight limit on your carry-on. Just make sure it's within the luggage sizes, and you'll be all set. And you'll have a happier vacation knowing that you're not going to go over the weight limit, or you might not have to check an extra bag just to carry all the heavier stuff, because they do have weight limits on their bags, and airlines are charging a pretty penny for all of your luggage nowadays. Another thing that was very helpful to me was these guys. Now you can find these on Etsy. On Etsy. You can find these on Pinterest. All sorts of different ones, but these are the ones that we use, and you can plan out your day. So like the park that you're going to, the extra magic hours, all the attractions and your fast passes, and your dining reservations, which are helpful. I know they have the app, which you always, of course, should get the app, and that can keep track of your day. But I need things on paper. It helps me remember better, and it helps me see things better for the next day. And also you can keep track of all the little extra activities that you might not be able to actually have a fast pass for, like different meet and greets with the princesses or characters or whomever, and just little notes that you have for your whole vacation. So that was one thing that I found very, very helpful. And then, like I said, you can get this type of layout. Just Google or look on Pinterest the Walt Disney World vacation planners, printables. That way you can kind of keep track of things as you go along, because you do make your reservations really far in advance for some of the fast passes and the dining reservations, so it's a good thing to keep track of. So another thing to keep in mind when you're doing your Disney vacation is how long it takes to get from each park or where you're staying to the park you're going to be for the day. For us, we were staying at the Art of Animation, which is like on the outskirts of Disney. So you want to make sure that to give yourself a lot of time, like an hour or maybe even an hour and a half if you have reservations, so you're not panicking and running to the bus and to your restaurant and all of this stuff. They do have a 15-minute grace period for your dining reservations, just as an FYI. I didn't know that until some wonderful cast member told us about it. But we were so like studied, you know, we were trying to get everywhere on the exact dot. Your fast passes give you an hour window, which is nice. So just remember, you can book 3 of those a day at one park. But like I said, give yourself about an hour within the park if you're going outside of your resort to get to Animal Kingdom or the Magic Kingdom and places like that. And especially if there's events going on that day, you can be taking up some good time just traveling within the park to get places, depending on where you're staying. And if you're staying outside the resort, give yourself even more time. And it helps to get these types of maps when you're in the resort, like this one's for the Magic Kingdom, and you can kind of see where all of your excuse me, where all your plans are for the day. So you can kind of know where to go, because I didn't realize when I was making my dining reservations how far some of them were from the entrance of the park. They were like, Mama Melrose's was like way in the back. And yeah, so we were like booking it there, trying to get there, because I didn't realize it. I didn't know when you make the dining reservations, you don't have it in front of you. I just got, you know, a little thing from AAA with a general view of the park. Nothing really super descriptive, so it didn't really, yeah. Just give yourself time. Don't rush it. It's supposed to be a vacation, even though it's Disney, and you want to try and cram so much in there. But give yourself time so you're not running and you have time to stop at things before your reservations. Because, you know, with kids, it's like shiny thing, ride, boom, boom, boom. You're not going to have, you're going to get frustrated. And give yourself time. Luckily, my little one was streamlined and she understood, because she was hungry too. She's like, let's go to the restaurant. Another thing to consider when you are planning your Disney vacation is to remember to set up your Disney Express, the magical express. It takes you to and from your airport to the resort and vice versa. So it's a good thing to have to set up before you go, whether you're booking through AAA or an agency or doing it on your own. You can call the wonderful people at Disney. They have a number. The number for the Disney Express is 866-599-0951. I got it there. And another thing to maybe consider is when you book your Disney Magical Express, they will send you yellow tickets. See, and they look like these. And so you'll put those around your luggage if you want them to pick up your luggage and deliver it to the resort. We got ours on our own, and I'll tell you why. Because everybody told me, who I consulted with, that they take forever to deliver your bags. You can check in at 3:30. By the grace of God, your room may be ready early. Ours was. It was ready when we got there at like 1:30, which was awesome. But if it's not, you can check in at 3:30. That's the earliest. And I've heard people not getting their luggage delivered until like 5:30. Yuck, right? When you're trying to do things in the resort and you want to get things done, and you have plans, you want to be able to settle into your hotel room a little bit and then go about your day or your night, evening, whatever. So it's up to you if you want to get the baggage delivery service done. It wasn't really helpful for us. I didn't see it working out. It worked out better. We had no problems getting our bags. It took us about 2 minutes after we got to the baggage claim to retrieve our bags, and then, you know, we waited about 15 minutes to get onto the Magical Express. Not bad. I didn't have to wait for my luggage. I'm a control freak, so I'm glad I knew where it was. Anyway, that was my main concern. So, like I said, it's up to you if you want to do the baggage pickup. I wouldn't discourage it because it can be a hassle, I think. Who wants to wait for their luggage? Especially when you have little ones. Not me. When you are planning your Disney trip is to bring a stroller with you. You don't want to be there unless your kids are at that age where they're okay to walk. But if you're traveling with little ones, bring a stroller that has some bottom room for storage and maybe a cup holder. I don't know. And that's light. We had the 3D summer light. I think that's what it's called. I'll try to see if I can find a link for it if I can. But it has a strap on it so you can carry it, and it's one of the more lighter weight strollers. Just remember when you're checking into your airline not to pay for the stroller as a checked item, because they will check it for free. That is if you want to send it through. I don't think you can take it with you on the plane. I've seen people try to bring the ones that you put the bassinets in, you know, like I can't even think of what they are now, the car seats, and one of them got stuck in the what is that, the conveyor belt where they screen stuff, and everybody was stuck in line. So try to check your strollers if you can, but just remember, don't pay for it. It usually is free from most airlines. Always double check. Of course, with whatever airline you fly, we flew Delta, and don't pay for your strollers, but bring one because it will be handy. They do rent them out there, but I think it's kind of a waste of money when you could just bring your own. But if that's what, works better for you, then that's what works better for you. Another thing Disney also will provide is bed rails or a rollerway bed. So if you have a kiddo sleeping in their own bed, but you don't want them to roll off of the bed because, you're at home and things aren't safe, they will provide bed rails. Just ask for them when you check in. Of course, double check everything before you go to make sure that, these policies are still, that you don't have to pay and things like that, because things change probably on a weekly basis there. So you just always want to double check everything. So I hope you enjoyed and at least found these tips a little bit helpful, things that maybe not everybody thinks of when they're planning the trip, or maybe everybody does and I just really didn't realize it. I don't know. Either way, just remember to book your dining in advance and your fast passes that you really, really want in advance, like Slinky Dog, rides like that, character dining, and just, don't go without doing a little bit of research, but also don't stress out about it. With the My Disney app on your phone, you can make last minute reservations. I got last minute reservations for a Disney princess dinner. You know, and you can always just do last minute fast passes. That's the beauty of the app. You can change things. And you can just, you know, relax a little bit. Don't worry if you spend a day by the pool. The pools are awesome there. Your kids will probably rather spend the day by the pool than at some of the parks on the really, really hot days, and they'll still have just as much fun. So just make it fun, and you have to remember that it's also a family vacation, and everybody should just kind of go with the flow. Nothing's going to be perfect. There are a ton of people there, and just bring hand sanitizer, hand wipes, Clorox wipes, so nobody gets sick. And you guys will be okay. And I hope this helped a little bit. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, enjoy your Disney trip. Safe travels. Say hi to Mickey for me. Don't forget your ears. Even though, don't go overboard on buying them, because we didn't really use them a ton, because at the end of the day, my hair was up in a bun, messy, ugh, yuck. Yeah, and the ears kind of just got in the way. I think I hit a couple security officers on my way in with them by accident, because I was bending down and I forgot they were on my head. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.